Hey everybody, I know the backyard chickens are pretty popular right now, so I thought that me and Amy could make a video, kind of show you our setup and what we've got. Maybe it'll be helpful to you. I hope you enjoy it. Okay, first I'm going to show you our coop. This coop is inside the fenced-in lot that I have for them. It's got a place that they can get inside at night and sleep with a roost pole. It's got 3 nest boxes where they lay their eggs. It's got a door that you can shut to keep them inside the coop if at night, or maybe if it's bad weather. We had some snow this week and I kept them in the coop. But it's got a place that they can get down to the ground and scratch around even if they're inside the coop. It's also where I keep their feed up under the house part. It keeps it out of the weather and keeps the feed dry. Okay, I'll show you what I've got for my lot now. I've got this 3-foot high woven wire. It's a 2-inch by 3-inch mesh. It's 3 foot high. I've got a 4x4 post in the ground about every 8 feet with a metal post in the center at 4 feet just to support the wire. This is 3 foot. The larger chickens like the Orpingtons can't get over it, but the smaller chickens like the Leghorns, sometimes the Rhode Island Reds, sometimes can get over this 3-foot fence. So I've got plans to add another foot or so to raise it up to where they can't get out. We do have dogs. We want to make sure that the dogs and the chickens don't get together. This lot is about 30 feet long by about 20 feet wide. It just gives them a space to get out and scratch and forage around for bugs, any sort of thing that they can find. We throw food scraps in here, peelings, old things that come out of the kitchen that they like to eat. I also throw them a little bit of scratch feed every day for them to get out here and peck around in. They really enjoy it. If you have a lot like this where they can get out and forage for their own, they don't eat nearly as much of the food out of the house, because they're out during the day, finding bugs and whatever they can find. They will go in and eat the food out of the house, but they don't. They tend to not eat us to depend on that for their food source. So it cuts down on the amount of food that they do eat. As far as food, I just feed them laying pellets. I've found that with my chickens, it seems like that the pellets work better than the mash. The mash, they tend to just scratch out to the floor and go through quicker. The pellets work better for me. Like I said, every day I throw a handful of either scratch feed or cracked corn, whichever's cheaper at the time, and I just get it at the local feed store, and they do really well on that. As far as watering goes, I've just got this gallon self-feeder. I just make sure that it's full. They'll go through, not a gallon a day, but maybe a gallon every 2 days, but just make sure every day that they've got plenty of water to drink, especially in the hot weather, and it's also important in the cold weather. But this works really well. Just make sure it stays full. Okay, that's it. That's a look at my backyard chicken setup, my coop and lot and everything. I would just say that keeping backyard chickens is a lot of fun. We have a lot of fun with it. Our kids like to get out and help with them and feed them and take care of them, get in the eggs. You do get the eggs, which we have all the eggs that we need to eat. A few years ago, I was selling a few eggs on the side, and I was making at least enough to pay for the chicken feed, so the chickens were kind of taking care of themselves as far as that goes. But they're just a lot of fun to watch, and each chicken seems to have its own personality. They're real quirky to watch and just fun to watch as they're going about their business in their lot. This is Beatrice. She's a Orpington. She's our oldest chicken. She's going on about 8 years old. We've had her for about 6 years. We bought her as an adult. But like I say, it's just a lot of fun. We live in a neighborhood. We've got like a half-acre lot here, so you want to check, particularly if you live in a neighborhood, you want to check the local laws and ordinances. We're allowed to have them here, but you want to make sure that you're allowed to have them before you go and get them. But it's a lot of fun, and anyway, I hope this video has been helpful to you. Hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks, and I'll see you on the next one. Amy, have you got anything you'd like to say about your chickens?
Yeah, we have to take care of our chickens so they won't get lost. And even if the pit bull comes, we have to take care of them really hard, and then we have to close that door. And right now when I'm doing this, I see a chicken laying their eggs in there. So we just can do it in our garden, pray about our chickens, pray for everybody that we love. Amen.